Singing News Radio. Pleased to have Arthur Rice of the Kingdom Heirs on the line with us. How you doing, Arthur?
Doing great. Trying to stay dry.
Yeah, that's a tough thing these days.
I'm telling you.
Well, the Kingdom Heirs have been one of the loved quartets in Southern gospel music for so long. You guys, of course, the resident quartet there at Dollywood. And this time of year, you get out of the park some, don't you?
We have. We've been traveling a little bit. We've got 2 more weekends out, and we're done. And then the park opens March the 17th, I believe, 16th or 17th there. And so we'll head back, take a few days off, and then we head back to the park for a full season.
Any idea how many people come to see you in a given year at the park?
You know, it's really kind of hard to tell. You know, we have there's well over 2 million people that come through the park, and our theater seats 1,000. And, of course, you know, it's not full every program, but you can kind of guesstimate, you know, from that. And we do somebody asked me the other day how many programs we do in a year, and I sat down and figured them up right at the end of the year. And best I can figure, we did about 226 dates. We did over 500 performances last year.
My goodness.
So that's a lot. People, a lot of singing too.
Yeah. And you know what I think is so cool is that, you know, possibly some folks that are just thinking, well, we'll go in here and sit down and get some air conditioning and rest for a little bit. They're getting exposed to Southern gospel music, whereas they may not have ever heard that before.
Exactly. And that's the, you know, what we feel so fortunate to, that the Lord has given us an opportunity to, you know, not only reach, you know, we reach the world, because they come from all over the world to Dollywood, and you know, at least once or twice a week we'll have people from Europe or from Brazil or from Alabama.
Oh, that was a low blow.
Well, I know. Sorry. That's a Tennessee ball coming out in.
I hear you. Tell me about the current song you guys have that is doing so well, Heaven Just Got Sweeter for You. Where did you guys come up with that, and why did you decide to record it when you did?
That song came along. We were right in the middle of kind of picking songs for the album, The Last Big Thing, and Jeff lost his dad to bone cancer, and Diane Wilkinson, as most of you know, writes a lot of our songs for us. She actually just sent me a song just to play for Jeff, just to encourage him.
Wow.
That she and Jerry Sally wrote, and once I listened to the song, it was such a great song. I asked Jeff if he would record it on the new album as a tribute to his dad, because I thought that it would encourage a lot of other folks that might be going through the same thing. You know, cancer touches so many lives, and you know, if it doesn't touch you personally or somebody that's in your family, you know, it's hardly ever more than just an arm's reach away from somebody that you know. And you know, it's such an encouraging song, and a reminder of the hope that we have through Jesus Christ, that we get to see our loved ones again. And, you know, it's not just, you know, it's not just goodbye. It's you know, I'm going to see you again.
Right.
And it's just, you know, I think it's a reminder for us. Sometimes I think as Christians we need reminding that, you know, this life is only temporary, and God has something greater in store for us.
Absolutely. Wow, that is a touching story to know the reason that song came to be, and the fact that Jeff is featured on it. That's really amazing. Yeah. Well, as we talk about song selection, let's segue into the 2019 Singing News Songwriter Search. You're going to be a judge in this contest, and the Kingdom Heirs are going to record the winning entry, and you guys are also going to be performing it at the Singing News Fan Awards this year. So that's pretty neat.
It is. It's exciting, and we're looking forward to it. And I'm, looking forward to seeing all the songs that come in, and it's always a great time, and so many great songs out there, and I'm excited about it.
Well, as we think about that, is there anything in particular that the Kingdom Heirs look for in a song when they're listening?
Well, it kind of depends on, kind of what I'm looking for. If I'm looking for a quartet song or, the song Heaven Just Got Sweeter, that was a personal song. That was able to, we were able to make that personal with Jeff. And if I'm looking for, a quartet song or just a great song, it has to begin with the lyric. The lyric has to be really good. It has to be scripturally sound for me. If something comes up a red flag on me, that's the first thing that that I'll call one real quick if it's not right. And I want to make sure that what we sing matches up with Scripture, and then I listen to it in the context of for quartet. Is there a particular feature, or if it's a ballad, kind of who that I would, who in the group I think that would fit. And if it's a straight up quartet song, then I look at it, kind of differently. I look at, well, okay, how can I arrange this to where it features different parts or all the parts or that sort of thing. So there's a lot goes into picking songs.
Well, as you talk about that, what exactly makes a song kind of stand out or lend itself to a quartet versus a soloist or another formation of a group?
Well, I think that has to go into the arranging of a song. You can't just arrange just any song for a quartet as far as being able to make features and step out lines and that sort of thing. It kind of has to be written that way, or at least it has to be that in mind. And so, you kind of look at, okay, well, the bass part can do a step out right here, or the tenor can take it right here, or, it's kind of the lead singer, it takes the melody and the other parts kind of work around it, as repeats or that sort of thing. And so, yeah, there's a lot kind of goes into quartet songs. You can't just sit down and write a quartet song. It's difficult.
Gotcha. Well, what would you say to someone who's thinking about entering a song in this contest? Any particular advice or words of wisdom that you would give them?
Wow. That's a tough one. I get a lot of songs that, they're sent to us when we start to record, and a lot of folks, will say, the Lord gave me this song, and once I listen to it, I think it was probably just the pizza that they ate the night before. but there are some great songwriters out there that are unknown, that are trying to get started, and I guess my biggest thing is make sure that the song is first of all scripturally correct, and make sure that what you're saying and the message that you're trying to get across, make sure that that's that it lines up with the Bible, and then from that point, it's somebody said there's only been 3 original songs ever written, and the rest of them are just arrangements of those.
Yeah.
And you have a fast song, a ballad, and a 6/8, and then the rest of them are just kind of written around that. And so it's hard to be original, because there are so many songwriters, so many things are written, and so when you get something that really stands out, it's a jewel. It really is.
Well, very cool. I'm sure I'll probably end up at Dollywood sometime this next season, and I'll try to come make sure I see a show. I always like to do that when I get up there.
Absolutely. Come see us.
All right. Thank you, Arthur. Arthur Rice from the Kingdom Heirs talking with us today here on Singing News Radio.